Communism. I think there hasn't been a more misunderstood, misrepresented, maligned term in history. It's not hard to see why. The ruling class in our society preaches constantly, in many different ways, a common idea. There is no alternative. They've been saying this for a long time, and it's increasing, especially now. You probably noticed this. But this is not the end of the world. It's not the end of society, and we don't have to watch the world go to hell. This is actually a common thing that has happened every time a socioeconomic system enters into decline. All of the crazy events that we're seeing around the world are quite characteristic of a system that has entered a senile decline. So a communist is someone who believes that there is an alternative, and we have confidence and hope, unlike most people, I think, in society that are, I think there's a phenomenon of depression, actually, and hopelessness. We don't just believe there's another way, an alternative. It's not a faith-based argument. It is based on a study of history. And if you do study history, you will know that actually capitalism hasn't been around that long. Contrary to what is continually argued against all fact, capitalism is not natural. It has only existed for a few hundred years. And prior to capitalism's existence, you had feudalism. Prior to feudalism, you had slavery, and so on. So human society has organized itself in many different ways over the course of the last several thousand years. So yes, it is possible to organize society in a different way. And anyone saying it isn't, I think, is either ignorant or fooling somebody, trying to play a game. And actually, the vast majority of the history of humans, modern humans, that have existed, as a species, we've existed for a few 100,000 years. Through the vast majority of that, this has been confirmed by modern anthropology. Humans lived in a communal way. Only fairly recently, in the last 10,000 years probably, just when you had class society, you had slaves and slave masters, you had serfs and lords, and now you have workers and capitalists. Until fairly recently have you had this type of society, and you have had, with class society has come these types of problems. And capitalism is actually a massive acceleration of all those problems. So yes, communists are simply people that believe there is another way, a better way of organizing society.